Say, good morning, YouTube. It's Johan again. I know I've been away from the charts and from my channel a while. I'm going to start making videos again. I was in a little bit of a struggle to get my things loaded up and my double screens and whatever. But I'm back now, and I wanted to make this video today just showing you guys how to get an edge on the market, how to be profitable on the market without much knowledge. It's just about sticking to some rules and having the rules. Some people, they don't have a trading strategy. So this morning I was thinking about one of the most stupid things I could ever think about on the market, and it was time entries. Just making an entry on a certain day, a certain time, and some days must be a sell, some days must be a buy. It sounds pretty ridiculous, I know, but the rules was for this challenge, I just took GBP CAT. I didn't go before and see what pairs would do the best and what. So I'm going to do 3 months for you guys. The first one, we're going to look at time entries and how it did, only following the rules. Then I've got a template that I saved here as double two. I'm going to show you some indicators that I've used. And then the third month, we're going to use another template, number 10, with different indicators, and I'll show you the percentages that we got there. So the only thing I wanted to show you guys is if you stick to the rules, if you stick to some rules and you know exactly, you don't have to know exactly what the market, this has nothing to do with market structure, nothing. This is only entries on time and certain dates, and the other ones are only indicators. So you can improve this by seeing, listen, okay, the market is doing this, there's some flags, there's some major structure if you want. But the main thing is I want you to understand is if you've got a certain a certain amount of rules that you stick to, and you test them out through, you back test them, let's say you go back 4, 5, 6 months on a certain pair, and you see, listen, okay, this is doing 1% this month, I'm making 6% here, 4% here, or I'm losing. This is losing 2% here, 4% this month. At least you knowing what your system is capable of. So now you will know, listen, okay, I'm seeing on this pair, I'm losing all my trades. I'm doing very, very badly. I'm losing all my trades, or I'm winning 7%, 30% of them, and I'm losing 70% of them. So then you must have on your system, you must have this statistic written down saying, listen, on this pair, every month I'm making this. So let's test all 28 pairs and see which ones is giving me the best results, then I stick to them. So you can improve as soon as you've got a system in place and you've got results, then you can improve them. But if you just trade and now I've lost this and then you're not going to be able to improve on what you've got. So let's just look. I've said this thing, I've started in on 2020, of the 1st of January. So what the strategy is, that's not a strategy, it's just something stupid, but I just wanted to show you even something stupid is making money. So the system that I've got here, it says I must buy this market on Mondays at 9 o'clock, and I sell this pair on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. So that's ridiculous. Just sell and buy whatever the news is, whatever market structure is saying. I'm just showing you guys. So this was on, I couldn't start on a Monday because I think the 2nd of January was, no, it was, the Wednesday was here, so for the 1st, the Wednesday. So, but it was the previous month, we would have sold there, but okay, this on this occasion, we just a few hours later. So we sold, we made 2%. Now remember, if we lose a trade, the risk is 1%. So the difference is going to be, what I used here was the ATR indicator, average true range, just double the ATR for my stop loss, and then double the stop loss amount for my take profit. So if I lose a trade, I would lose 1%, and if I win it, I would win 2%. So in this case, we made 2%. So then the next thing was, we must, let me just see, it was on the 6th, was the Monday, I must buy this pair at 9 o'clock. So you can see exactly at 9 o'clock when this candle closed, at the red candle closed here at the bottom, I bought this pair. Nothing attached, just double ATR, 2 risk to reward. It was a Monday, so I was supposed to buy it at 9 o'clock, and I bought it. I made 2%. So now we're at 4%. Then on the Wednesday, I was supposed to sell it on the Wednesday at 11. So you can see exactly when that candle ended, it was 11 o'clock, so I sold the market. Double ATR, just leave the price. Don't wait. Don't be scared. No, it's coming this and this. I'm going to close it. Oh, Go and play some golf, whatever. Just put your trade in and trust your system. Remember, if you tested the system, then you're going to have confidence in it and just say, listen, I've done everything right, I've entered right, blah, blah, blah. So this system is very, very, very easy. Like I said, I'm buying at a certain time in a certain day, and other days I'm selling at a certain time of a certain day. I've just made it very stupid, but I'm showing you guys. So this one we've won as well. I was actually surprised on how good we did with this thing. But now, so we had 6%, and then the next day, this thing went very long. So the day just after that was the, let me just see, the 13th or the Monday. So I was supposed to buy this again. And 9 o'clock, as you can see, was here, but I was still in the trade. So as soon as this thing won, I started the next one 1 hour later, and we made came up to 8%. We made the 2% there. So then this was the buy, and then let me just see what happened. Where was the, on the 16th, no, the 15th. Oh yeah, I was supposed to sell it on the Wednesday here, but I was still in the trade. So that's why we didn't take a sell here. We just left until the trade was finished. So my rule was one trade at a time. No, I can't buy here and then the next on Wednesday I must sell against it. So I'm waiting for this thing to finish. And then, so the next Monday it was a buy at 9 o'clock, as you can see. 9 o'clock, I bought the market. So we won another one, and we went to 10%. So the Wednesday was, I was supposed to sell it at 11 o'clock, and I did, and I've lost 1%. So when I win, I make 2%, and when I lose 1%. So we went to 9. Then the next Monday I was supposed to buy it at 9, and we did, and we've lost the trade. So we went to 8. Then the Wednesday I was supposed to sell it. We went to 7. So for the month we made 7%. That's flipping good. 7% on one pair is excellent. And it's just by sticking to the stupid rules. I wasn't looking at structure. I wasn't looking at news, nothing. So what I'm trying to say is, if you test your system, if you test a couple of rules and you stick to the rules for this month, you can back test it and then forward test it for a month or two. And each pair will show you different results for the last 2 years and for the month coming. So you'll know, listen, this pair is doing great on this system, or this one is not, so leave this pair out. That's how you're getting an edge over the market. You can test things. So as soon as you've got a system in place and you've got rules, like risking a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So when you lose, you're losing less than when you win. When you win, you're winning more. So in this case, we made 7%, but let's say a risk to reward, if you lose 6 trades and you only win 4, you're still going to make money. Because with the 4, you're going to make 8%, but you lose 6, you lose only 6%. So that's how you're getting an edge, and then improving. So this is the one month. The other one was, let's go to this templates here, double 2. Just want to show you, it's just a stupid strategy again. I just put some indicators on here and I said, okay, let's stick to the rules. So this one's rules was, as soon as, this thing I used the line, let me just fix this, put it on a line, okay, and then this must go away, and I just want to add the ATR again. ATR is not necessary. I used the same ATR for my stop losses as well. So what we did here, no. We must put the Arun back on there. Just give me a chance. All right, sorry for that. And the MACD, I just want to change into the line for you guys. I think that's just easier to see it. Okay, so what I said I want to do now is, whenever the two moving averages, simple, this is the exponential moving average, whenever they cross and the MACD is at the bottom, like here, the MACD is at the bottom, it's showing red, and the white is below the 0 line. And that only happened, let me just see, the cross was here, so around about there. I took the trade and we made, when in this strategy, I changed a little bit of things. I said, listen, when the price comes, let's say to this, the take profit was 108 pips. So when the price came more or less to my take profit, let's say to 82 pips or so, it's about 80% of the trade. Then I'll take my my stop loss and move it at break even. So what happened then? It came 80% and then it broke to break even. So that's why it's 0, no loss there. Then the second trade, the EMA's crossed here, the MACD was right. Yeah, I didn't use the Arun. I don't think I used the Arun. The Arun was, so the MACD crossed with these things. I took the trade. We lost 1%. Then price broke through, the EMAs crossed again, and the white of the MACD was only here. So that's why we took the trade a little bit late, but we made 2%. So there we was -1 plus 2 is giving us 1. So let's continue. So then the next cross, there was no crosses here. The MACD of the EMAs crossed here. So we took the trade and we've lost 1% back to 0. We took the trade here, -1. We took it here, -2, -3, -4. Then we won 1, so we got to -2 again. Then we had a cross here, and from -2 we made 2% again, so we got to 0. And then the last trade for the month, this was not a cross for me, guys, so I didn't do anything here. So then we had a good cross here, and then we made the 2%. So from 0 to 2%. So this strategy, as you can see, is pretty, as I can say, bullshit. It's not good at all, but at least there's rules, and at least even if you break at 0%, now I know what the strategy is capable of. Now I can see, listen, okay, this indicators is telling me this is telling me this. Without knowing any fundamentals, without any market structure, I'm just putting some things here and I'm testing it. So I can know, listen, this has given me 2% on this pair. So I can test all the pairs on this and see what does the best. And then that's going to give me an edge over the market. That's going to make sure, okay, listen, if I make 2% here, the other pairs will give me 4%. Some pairs will give me 8%. So if I use my top 3 or 4 pairs, then I'm going to be profitable every month. But this is just the one system. The next system was this thing. Let me show you what we did here. This was template number 10. Let's go to template number 10. This is another strategy of indicators that I just threw on here to show you guys what we're going to do. Just want to close this one, and let me just go. I just want to change some colors because I changed my background to black after I've loaded the indicators, so there are different colors now. Let's just do that, and I just want to change a little bit of things here. Let's make this white. Let's make this white. That green is awful. Let's make it purple, and let's something like this pinkish, yeah, something like that. All right, guys. So this strategy, what I want to do, we're still going to use the ATR, as you can see. And we've got a normal moving average. I think this moving average, I want it on 26. It must be on 26, yes. So I just played a little bit around with it and used the best settings. But I mean, you can see what I'm doing here. So what we're going to use more or less the same thing. When price breaks this, the moving average, that's when we're going to go long. And when it breaks it down, that's when we're going to go short. But I've changed the rules a little bit again. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take 2 trades. So I'm taking 2 trades, 1% risk, 1% risk. So the first trade is going to be 1 to 2% risk to reward. So if it hits my take profit here, I made 2%. What I'm going to do then after that, this one won't have a take profit. So once my first take profit has been hit, I'm going to take this stop loss and put it at break even. So then my second trade will be risk free, and I'm only going to trade this, close this trade once price breaks my moving average back down. So you can see if I put my cursor here, you'll see my take profit was as soon as this thing crossed and closed below. It doesn't matter where it happened here. It must be after my first take profit was hit. So after my first take profit was hit, my second one was there. So on this one, we made 7.62, and on this one, we made 2%. So we made 9.6% on this one trade only. So then we continued. Then the first trade, the second one we took here again, you'll see all the criteria must be met, otherwise I can't take the trade. Like here, let me just do this one. I think this must be a line chart as well. I just want to show you guys how simple it is, but it's all about getting that edge over the market, knowing exactly what your system is and what your pair of rules are. Don't break the rules. If you stick to your rules, you're going to do great in this industry. It's about rules, discipline, and patience, guys. So now here, we had a cross, but the maroon is not above. The maroon must be above my 80% line and my 20% line below for a sell. So the price broke above, and I waited. This is not fine. Here, this is why I only took the trade here. The moving average after the MACD, the blue is above the red, the white one, and it must turn blue. So you'll see it turn there. and this thing was above, so I took the trade there. So here there's nothing. The rune never came above the 80 or the 20, nothing. So there's no trades here. It only happened when this happened. Price broke above the EMA, and my MACD was below the red, below the white, and it was red. And here the rune was below the 20, if you can see here. So on this first candle, my rune went below this. So as soon as this candle ended, I took the ATR 221. So some guys will say 120, 132 pip stop loss. That's crazy. Remember, a 1 pip stop loss or a 5 pip stop loss or a 1,000 pip stop loss at 1% is exactly the same thing. So this is a bigger stop loss, but it's 1% for 2% on your account. So if you had $100, you would risk $1 to make 2, and then this one will run. So from the 9.62, we made 4.58. This is 2 plus 2.58. So we got from there, we got to 14.2% on our second trade. So it's doing pretty good. And then here we have 2 trades. Remember, we're losing 1 year, 1 year. So it's minus 2%. So we went to 12.2. Then this one was a losing trade. As you can see, it would have gone all the way there. So it was a losing trade. This one was a losing trade. So we went from 12 to 10 to 8.2. Then we had a winner again with the rune here. The other ones I did enter them all correctly. It was above this thing. The EMA was correct. This was correct. So I had a losing trade here. We had a winner again. So we went from the 8.2 to 11.47. Then the price crossed above here again. You see it crossed down, but the rune never gave us any indication to buy or sell. And then it only happened here again with the rune here and the MACD blue line above the white. So we entered again, and so there's no structure. I'm just listening to these indicators because I've tested a little bit, I've changed a little bit, played around with the settings and so on. So it came to be a nice system. This one is making good profits and so on. But now, let's just say the rune said I can enter here above the moving average and the MACD 4C. You'll see it's the MACD 4C. So then we entered 2%, and the other one, it crossed here. So we made a little bit less than this one. We made 1.86 because it crossed there. So we went to 15.33, and we had sadly a loss here. So we made 13.33%. We lost 2% on this one as well. So guys, as you can see, each month there was some profit, even only with entering on a certain date, certain time a sell, other day, certain time a buy. It's ridiculous, but still, this gave us 7%. This one was pretty shit. It gave us 2% only. The indicators that I've used there, and this one we've got 13.3%. So now, I know it sounds too good to be saying, yes, 13%, whatever. Remember, this is one pair. So if you backtest this system, it's a lot of work. I've practiced maybe thousands of hours backtesting. So you must backtest and say, listen, I'm going to use this system and see. Backtest all the pairs. Then some pairs you'll see on June, they all did bad. But over all the year, let's say we take a whole year and you made 40% on this pair over the year. So now you know, okay, I'm making with this system, or let's say 20% over the year. And there's 10 pairs that you're going to use. That's 200% on your account over the year. That's one of the best results you'll ever hear of. So you can do it yourself. Just go and see and play a little bit. Say, listen, I'm going to enter when this happens. Then how can I improve this? Maybe play around with the settings. Put the other indicator in there. Some people, if you just want to, let's just close this. If you just want to go and change trade support and resistance, then you must do, it's exactly the same. You can go and backtest it. You'll see the price of the market, they always bounce, and that gives you some weeks. Then it will come back, retest that area, you can take the sell. Retest this area, you can take the sell. But you must do it when the market is trending. Let's say the market's trending somewhere here, and all this weeks is giving you indication here for support. It breaks down. Retest is resistance sell, or retest the resistance sell, retest the resistance sell. So when the market is trending, you can do this over and over and over again. Just check it here. It gave you this week's here. So you must find a system how you can improve on the market, how you can improve your skills and to get the edge over what the market's going to give you. So here it was supports again, came to resistance sell. So you can say, okay, listen, when it comes half of my way and it comes back, I'm going to break even. Then you must just test it and stick to the rules. Some people say, no, but oh, this thing is going to turn. There's a red candle. I must get out. No. Sit on your hands, try practice your patience, and just see like this trade here. You will see we didn't get out when this was red. No, we stick to it, and then it came all the way back and all the way there, all the way there, until it takes us out. If it takes 2 weeks to take us out, that's fine. But we don't intervene. You don't go and say, listen, no, guys, this is now blue and it's going this way. No, no, no. You just put in the trade, stick to the rules, and that's how you're going to get an edge over the market. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Go and test your things. The settings and things are here if you want to test this style. But I can just laugh at the first strategy that we've used is to buy this pair on Mondays at 9 o'clock and then sell this pair on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. It's ridiculous, and still there's money there. So everybody wants to put 110 different things and not test it. They want to see, oh, this guy have a better strategy than mine. I'm going to use this, and then next week I use this. So if you stick to one strategy, even if it's just a moving average and structure, whatever, and you stick to it and you just master that one thing, you're going to be profitable. That's how you're going to get the edge over the market. I'll show you 3 things here. They all work. It's just because I had a system in place that says 2-to-1 risk to reward. At least I must win more than when I lose. And I stuck to the rules. Just by doing those 2 things, I made money. Just by doing those 2 things. Like here, I didn't break the rules by, okay, but this looks like a nice sell. I'm going to sell here as well. Or this thing is going to go up. I'm going to buy here as well. No. I waited for Monday at 9 o'clock and I sold. I waited for Wednesday at 11 o'clock and I bought. And that's sticking to the rule was what gave me the 7%. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. We'll speak soon. Thanks.